Taylor Swift says she doesn't want to get involved politically and certainly doesn't want to condemn the Hamas massacre of 2 months ago. So why did she attend a fundraiser for Gaza? Will Johnson, the biggest pop star in the world, and it's not even close, is Taylor Swift. Amazing story out of her entourage. One of her bodyguards is an IDF reserve soldier, and when he saw the massacre that took place a couple months ago in Israel, courtesy of the Hamas butchers that invaded Israel and slaughtered men, women, children, pregnant moms, grandmoms, and so on, he left the tour and told his boss he had to go back and defend his country from the terrors inflicted on them by these invading barbarians. Good on you, sir. Taylor Swift, meanwhile, has had no comment about it, in spite of the fact that almost every other personality, both in music and Hollywood, has condemned the massacres. Come to find out, she just went to a fundraiser at the invitation of her good friend Selena Gomez to raise money for Gaza. Not a single comment made about the horrors, the rapes, the brutality, the butchering of men, women, and children, but she did go to a fundraiser to help the people of Gaza. What think you, Will?
I'm not surprised. To be honest with you, I'm not surprised. These people, they believe that they live on top of the world, right? They believe that they know what's best for all of us. They believe that they have all the answers. She, on her tour, Barry, she's suspected to make over $1 billion just from her tour alone. Not talking about any video, proceeds, nothing from, any commercials she's been doing, not from the royalty sales, just the tour alone, over $1 billion. But she's not going to donate any of that money.
Probably not. And her Swifties, the Swifties, which is what you call people that follow her or love her or whatever, are saying, well, it was just a comedy show. Taylor just went to a comedy show. Well, the guy whose comedy show it was gives his extra money to Gaza and supports the Gazans and whatever it is that means. And it obviously could include slaughter of innocent Israelis. And so they're defending her, saying it was just a comedy show, not talking
So
about.
if it was just a comedy show that was in favor of Israel, what would the Swifties be saying then?
Oh, they're
what would
very
they be
woke,
saying then?
They're very woke, Will. Very woke. Remember, this
They were
is
like,
the
we
lady.
thought better of you.
This is the young lady who's not from Tennessee, who lives in Tennessee, that was telling the Tennessee people when she moved back there after her career blew up, how to vote in the last election and how to vote in the election before that for Senate, for Congress, and for president. And there were astounding results from surveys that came out that virtually nobody listened to her. They didn't want to take their advice from a girl that writes great songs but doesn't have a clue about politics. I think
You
she ought
know,
to stay.
but there's a lot of people that are like that in Nuttywood, in the music industry, because they have all this fame and the money comes with it. They believe they know what's best. Look what I've achieved. Look what I've done. I know better than you about everything. I'm like, really? Just shut up and sing. I don't even listen to her songs, but it's still just shut up and sing. It's the same thing with you have the basketball players, football player. Shut up and play the ball. No one cares about your views and your identity politics. Shut up and just play the sport. Shut up and sing. Shut up and act.
I got a question for you. If you're an NBA fan, which I used to be a big one, or an NFL fan, and you went to a game, and just imagine this, and the game's about to start, and the public address announcer says, and we're going to take 10 minutes for each member of the starting five of, say, the Mavericks and the Knickerbockers to give a 1-minute speech, each of the 10 starting players, as to their political affiliation and interpretation of the war in Israel, there would be a riot. Like it would be so absurd for these people with virtually a high school education who are very good at dribbling, as an example, and dunking,
right,
to tell you, an educated man, how you should think, how you should behave, how you should vote, who you should back. Doesn't that sound just insanely silly to you?
it really is. They use these people, Barry, because they have a lot of influence on the youth. People who are just coming into the voting age. We can use them to influence them to vote the way we want them to vote. They don't have to be knowledgeable in anything. An informed voter is the biggest problem for the left. It really is. An informed voter, because if they're informed about everything that's going on, guess what?
They go to the
They're
other
only
side.
yeah, they're going to vote one way if they know. So they have to keep them dumbed down as much as possible.